Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another video. Today we've got episode 8 of Rags to Richie in the GE. If you've not seen episode 1 yet, be sure to check that out first to get all of the rules and regulations of this account. But hey, if you're all caught up, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Alright, we are back, but we are currently without membership, so I guess we need to go ahead and buy a bond. Oh right, I guess we could probably also look at these. We ended up selling some of our Diamond Bolts E for about a 800k profit, just about. Kind of super spread apart, but yep, they're in here. A lot of luck at the dwarves. We managed to buy 100 brown aprons for super cheap, and now the reason I bought these, it might sound kind of dumb. Whenever people need to go to the crafting guild, they'll just try to insta-buy it, so I'm thinking I could sell these for a little bit. We'll find out. I don't know if they'll sell or not, but it was only like a 17k investment, so I'm not too worried if it doesn't sell anyway. And we ended up selling these crystal tool seeds for a 120k profit. I think they're 40k each, something like that. That's from a while ago. And it looks like bonds are currently going for just over 50 mil. See if they'll buy for mid. I don't like the smell of that. I guess we'll let that sit for a minute and see if it comes through. If not, I mean, I'm obviously going to have to buy a bond, but damn, that's expensive. Let's go ahead and redeem this and get back into membership. This probably looks a little bit messed up here, but I bought one and sold one to see the price. I also bought another one, and we just sold a Luck of the Dwarves for a 498k profit. I've also got another one here to sell. Perfect. But so far we have not really made a profit or lost anything, so on to our next flip to where we hopefully make some profit. Hey, there we go, our first profit of 485k. And here we got two Luck of the Dwarves for a 950k profit. Hey, here we just sold one more ring for another 450k. Here we just sold another Luck of the Dwarves for a 445k profit. Well, I managed to find UDF, and, yeah. Let's go ahead and give UDF for 22 mil and get out of here. It's getting a little toasty. I believe this is from episode 6. Hope this helps you out in some way. Thank you very much for your support. Hey, here we just made an 800k profit on this Luck of the Dwarves flip. And we were able to sell 2 Taga's core hammers for a 3 mil profit. Not too shabby. Hey, we just sold 2 Luck of the Dwarves for a 1.6 mil profit. Unfortunately, it was in 2 trades because somebody undercut me. Hey, we just made 11,000 criminal bolts, and it looks like we made about a 5.9 mil profit. I think for this episode, we should probably start focusing more towards our skilling again, because we do still need to get to 1250 total level before we're able to purchase the next Richie pet. So, realistically, getting to that next cash milestone isn't gonna really do us any favors, because we still need the 1250 total at the end of the day. So, I guess let's go ahead and start skilling. Hey, I'm only a month late, but I finally was able to catch Gypsy Moth online. Let's see if I can get him to respond. But here we have Gypsy Moth! How are we doing? Here is the 14 mil. Next episode when? Hopefully soon. Alright, well, I know it has been a little while since my last episode. I have got a few clips and whatnot kind of in between, but it's been almost a month since I posted the last video. I'm definitely not going to quit this account, but I am also going to start uploading other videos from my main account doing random shit. Kind of like the last video that I just uploaded about the weird money-making methods. I had quite a bit of fun doing that. My uploads might be a little bit fewer and farther in between, purely because it's just going to take me a bit longer to get clips for this account if I'm not playing 12 hours a day. I hope that's okay. I mean, I'm definitely not making a living off of this or anything, so should be fine. Still playing this account, still going to be grinding, just not going to be doing 12 hours a day like I was. Honestly, I'm not sure why, but I decided it would be a good idea to make 100,000 bronze arrows. And once I cut both of these logs into arrow shafts, we should then have 100,000 arrow shafts. We can go ahead and start feathering these bad boys. Well, I ended up coming to a moment of realization, and I'm allowed to walk up to this point. So technically, we are able to engage into combat with these guards using ranged, and sometimes they have even wandered up and out to here, roughly, I've seen whenever I was cutting the oak trees. So I guess, in a way, we have sort of unlocked guards, so this would be a reasonable way to start training up our combat. It's not going to be extremely fast by any means, as we're going to have to wait for them to kind of come to us, but it is an option that we have. we could definitely do this while we're making headless arrows. Alright, it has been a couple of days, and I might have been a little bit slack with it, but I have finished, well, just about finished, 100,000 headless arrows. Pretty much from scratch. I did have to buy the feathers because I can't really get those from scratch. I was training over here. Anytime that a guard would walk out to about here, I'd give him a quick snipe with the bow. We did not get any levels, but we are 1.5k away from level 34 ranged. I've got 100,000 arrowheads to go ahead and throw on these headless arrows. I'm going to try to find a world with a portable Fletcher. I am currently free to play, so that is going to be a little bit easier said than done. The reason I decided to stick in free-to-play, at least for now, is I'm doing things that you can do in free-to-play, and there's no point in wasting the membership, I guess. Yeah, anyway, let's go and try to find a portable Fletcher. Alright, turns out I can't really find anybody in free-to-play that is using portables, so I had to buy my own. Hey guys, it has been a few days, but hey, we're almost done with these bronze arrows. It has taken quite a bit longer than I expected it to, and here we have the final batch of our bronze arrows. By the end of it, we now have 110.7 thousand, worth 9.5 mil altogether. I don't remember the exact price that we bought these aprons for, as I put this offer in like a month ago. I think we made like 180k profit here, possibly. Though it's been a while, I had a buy offer for 50,000 criminal bolts in the Grand Exchange. And, well, they bought. So, we've got quite a few bolts to go ahead and make. I guess let's get tipping. Unfortunately, I do still need to use the potions, but we are level 94. I'm expecting to at least get level 95 off of this, if not higher. But I guess let's go ahead and let the fletching commence. And we finally just finished tipping all the criminal bolts. Now it's time to go ahead and start enchanting the 53,000 criminal bolts. I already did 2.4k, but yeah, we've got quite a few left to go. We're going to be enchanting for quite some time. But we're going to get a ton of magic XP. We're probably going to get level 91 at least, potentially even level 92. Hey, all of our bronze arrows did finally end up selling, and we did make a profit of 3.5 mil. It's definitely not great and not at all worth the time investment, but it was something to do, I guess. It got me a decent amount of woodcutting XP. I'm pretty close to level 60 now. Alright, and that is the absolute last ruby criminal. That is the final ruby criminal bolt that we have to enchant. Oh, jeez, English is hard. Alright, but we have now managed to enchant 55.3 thousand ruby criminal bolts. I guess let's go ahead and find out what we can get these to sell for. This is a lot of bolts. Hopefully we can get them all to go. One thing that I've been not necessarily neglectful of, I can never remember to do my divine locations, so my gathering skills are kind of lagging behind. But whenever I do happen to think about it, I try my hardest to be doing these divine locations because the total levels that we get from these are extremely valuable. We're only at 1082 total level currently. You know, our construction is actually still pretty low comparatively. I might go ahead and start working on construction again. I believe, yeah, I've still got 3.3 thousand oak planks, so I guess let's just go ahead and start with that. Hey, we just flipped some cannonballs, and I believe we made about a 100k profit. Not a lot, but profit's profit. And here we have level 69 construction. Not too bad. Hey, there is level 70 construction. That kind of snuck up on me. I didn't even have time to turn off my air conditioner. Sorry if you can hear that in the background, but hey, level 70 construction, that is... Honestly, it's not really that big. It's a good milestone. Now that we have level 70 construction, I think I might go ahead and migrate on over to doing a little bit of cooking. We might try to knock out level 80 cooking and see where we end up with that. I'm currently sitting at level 78, so I think I might just cook Desert Souls. I think that'll probably be the best XP for the cost and whatnot. Oh, our ruby bolts ended up selling. Hold up, let's see how much profit we made. Yo, it looks like altogether, off of 50,000 original bolts purchased in order to make, we have a profit margin of 27.5 mil. That is pretty darn good. I think that's a good place to leave that, though. Let's go ahead and purchase our Desert Souls and start working on cooking. Oh, just kidding. 412 versus 127. That is horrible margin. That is a horrible margin. What is it beltfish? Let's see. Raw beltfish is 877. Why is... what? Hold on, I need to look into what's potentially at least somewhat break even with cooking. This is unacceptable. Yo, hey, when did cooking turn into like such a non-profitable skill? It doesn't cost a lot to train, but I always remember it as being a moneymaker, because pretty much everything that I'm seeing I'm only looking at the wiki. Like, it doesn't have absolutely everything, but everything that I'm seeing here, you lose money, and that's the recommended method. I might have to look a little bit deeper. Let's look into pies and stuff like that. Maybe I can make something that's like a couple-step process and still manage to squeak out some profit. Okay, so it looks like I could potentially make Admiral pies for a profit. I don't know if they're actually going to sell or not. I'm going to quickly make a batch of 100 and see if they actually sell. Basing on the prices that I have purchased everything for, the only thing I'm currently waiting on is the raw potatoes, which everything else surprisingly bought for just absolutely dirt cheap. Like, I paid less than 500 each for all the other materials. Well, as long as I can get the potatoes for less than 1500, I should at the very least be able to break even. Alright, and here we have the last of the Admiral pies. I did end up burning a few of them because they do actually require quite high cooking. I think it's level 70, but we did burn a few. We got 89 altogether by the end of it. Hopefully these will just sell for mid-price. You know what? I wasn't expecting any of them to go instantly, so I'll take it. I'll let these sit for a little bit, and we'll see how quickly they end up going. Let me tally up everything and see what our profit margin would be. You know what? Surprisingly, we would have made just about 100k on this transaction if all of these do end up selling for the Grand Exchange price. I will definitely take that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and purchase the supplies to make 1,000 of these pies, because at the very least, I'm not gonna lose as much as I would with making fish. Hey, nice! All of our pies did end up going overnight, and we made about 100k profit on this. But I think this might be a good place to go ahead and wrap up. We didn't have an incredible amount of progress this episode, to be honest, which that's mostly my fault, I suppose. I'm playing a lot less, mainly for my own well-being. I hope that's okay with y'all. I'm still enjoying the account, still having a good time. But hey, that just leaves more time for everybody to like the videos and for y'all to win some extra money. So let's go ahead and move on over to our comment picker and choose a winner from last episode. Hey, alright, here we are over on the website. I've got the video link, filter duplicate users, filter comments to include RSN, you know the drill. Let's go ahead and get comments. We have 10 unique comments. Go ahead and start. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Austin Burton. Sad to see the likes get smaller every video. You enjoy watching them. No RSN since you won this time. Oh, unfortunately, you included the phrase RSN, so you got chosen. So right now, episode 7 is currently on 33 likes, so it looks like I owe you 33 mil, Gypsy Moth. I'm pretty sure that you were Gypsy Moth, and you might even be online right now. No, you're not. Anyway, alright, Gypsy Moth, I owe you another 33 mil. Keep an eye out for me in-game. I'll be keeping an eye out for you. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to go ahead and wrap it up. I do hope that you all enjoyed this week's episode, or I guess this month's episode. Yeah, we'll get there. I would also like to send a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you would like to help support me and get me closer to doing this full-time, I'll throw the link down in the description. I don't have a lot to offer in terms of perks, but I can give you early access to videos before they go public, a special Discord role, and I'm sure I can come up with some better perks in the future. But I guess until next time, don't forget to take her easy, and have a good one.